Come, little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment. Come, little children, the time's come to play here in my garden of shadows.
Hello, I'm Runia, aka Media Adaptation, and welcome back to Moderation's 31 Days of Halloween. And it's Wednesday, so it's time we look at some more webcomics. And you guys wanted us to cover the next chapter of Boardman's Apocalyptic Horseplay. And as you missed it last time, link will be in the card and in the inslate. We follow a young reporter tracking down the origins of a mysterious newspaper, and finds the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse in retirement. Can she convince the world that they exist? And what would the consequences of doing so be? Well then, let's take a look at Chapter 2. Saint Sebastian was captain of the Presbyterian Guard, in service of the Emperor Diocletian. Although Diocletian was persecuting Christians at the time, Sebastian managed to conceal his faith for years. During that time, he secretly converted dozens of prisoners and officials to Christianity. Unfortunately, he was eventually discovered and sentenced to death by the Emperor. His own soldiers tied him to a tree, and archers shot him full of arrows. A brutal execution. Sebastian survived, however, and returned to the palace for a few days later to publicly denounce Diocletian for his persecution of Christians. This time, they killed him for good. Most of his remains are kept in the Balakan Apocalypse in Rome, but his cranium was engraved in silver and sent to a German monastery in 934. Today, we display it here. Please, no flash photography. You'll find some lovely mugs and postcards on your way out of the church. Sir, are you coming? Tell me, how much do you think it's worth? Oh, but sir, this is a holy relic. It's absolutely priceless. See, I wouldn't be so sure about that. You know, people can pretty much put a price on anything. On a related note, I don't see any security here. I haven't seen a single guard or camera since I came in. We have no need for such things here. This is the house of the Lord, after all. He's more than capable of protecting what is his. Oh yeah? And who's going to protect you then? Now open this case and hand me that cranium. And seriously, invest in a safe or some guard dogs next time. Make it a challenge. Oh, you misunderstand me, sir. We may not have any security systems, but we're far from defenseless. First, there's the Husher, who has been watching you ever since you approached the relic. Ah, where did you... Don't feel bad. No one ever hears him coming. Stay back, man! Then there's Damocles. Yes, that's him up there. I imagine he's been watching you the whole time. Yeah, well, you two better back off. You could have the stupid relic, but this lady and I are getting out of here. Don't worry, sir. They won't intervene. They're just here to watch. What? You know how boys are. They tend to leave the lady to do all the work. Angela Trisher, you have a lot of nerve coming back here. Thank you, it's great to be back. Wait, what? First you come looking for work with no experience and no diploma. Then you fail to deliver your first article after one night at the pub and 60 pounds worth of pies, for which we received a check, by the way. And now my secretary tells me you're here to submit a story about the end of the world. Actually, it's a story about the 4 horsemen of the... Get out! No, but wait, this explains everything. The haunted pub, the CDC break-in, it's all connected. Even good readings. Ah yes, good readings. Your so-called mystery paper. I stumbled upon the latest issue yesterday. It was a nice setup, very elaborate. But you know what they say, the devil's in the details. I swear I didn't write that. Don't bother, Angela. The game's up. Only you and I knew about our little arrangement. I looked you up after that. As it turns out, you're not even a student anymore. You lied about that too. I called your school, and they said they expelled you months ago. I didn't ask for details. I figured unethical conduct was self-explanatory. Now, if you're done wasting my time and abusing my trust, I asked you to get your hoaxing ass out of my office. There won't be a third time. And don't you think you're off the hook about those bloody pies? Unbelievable. I bring them a scoop of a lifetime and she throws it in my face. I mean, the 4 bleeding horsemen of the apocalypse, right here in reading, stealing germs and spoiling food, that's gotta be worth something, right? Sorry, do I know you? I'm sorry, Pesty. What were you saying? Do you want to help us set up the new computer? Lawrence and I just got it from the store. Don't worry, no one saw us that time. No, thank you. I do wish you wouldn't steal, though. Oh, sorry, Mort. It's just... We can't exactly buy anything without being seen now, can we? Besides, I'm sure these things are all insured anyway. It's a victimless crime. Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night. What's he talking about? We never sleep. Nothing, it's an expression. That's what we get for trying to include him. Hey, what about me? Can I be included? What about you? I thought you said computers were stupid. They are. I'm just bored out of my mind over here. Can't believe more grounded me. It's not my fault that girl broke into our house. Well, she did follow you home, didn't she? Are you kidding? I managed to lose her straight out of the pub. I'm not an idiot. I just didn't expect her to take directions for some homeless guy down a dark alley. That girl's got very poor judgment. The one who offered to work for us? Hey, look on the bright side. We got a computer now. I guess, but it's just not the same. I like the smell of the kitchen. Hey, guys, are you coming? Come on, I just plugged it in. Let's try it out. Well, at least someone's excited about it. I know, isn't it great? I want to try YouTube first. I've heard tons of stories about viral things on there. Wait, it's not that kind of... never mind, go ahead. Okay, here we go. So, wait, how do you turn this thing on? Angie? You know what happened to my mother's brownies? I had a couple. What? The whole tray is empty. There's like a dozen left. Okay, I had a couples. Okay, listen up, gal pal. Betsy, please, not now. I'm sorry, okay? I'll bake you another batch. Okay, first of all, like hell you are. I already tried your cooking. My palate still cries at the shower. And secondly, that's not what I want to talk to you about. See, while I'm totally okay with you staying here, I really wish you'd pull your weight a little more. Take care of the laundry, do the washing up, or maybe help with some of the rent once in a while. Betty, Yes, I know, you lost your job. And I'm real sorry about that. But pouting in here and stuffing your face isn't going to help. You need to get back out there. Try some different periodicals. I did. I sent my piece to almost every journal in the country, but they all turned me down. I think the editor from Reading Weekly blacklisted me. No one will have me anymore. Well, okay, that explains the brownies. Wait, what about that other job you mentioned? Well, for starters, it's not paid, and there's a good chance I might die. Hey, a job's a job, as long as it keeps you out of my fridge. Besides, you use the experience. It's always good to learn something new. Yeah, I guess my story could use some little research, and some irrefutable evidence won't go amiss. Oh, and one more thing. What now? That Oscar bloke called again. He's filling up the voicemail box. Can you call him back? He just wants some news. Oh, don't worry, he's gonna get some, along with everyone else in the world. 10 years. We have now gone 10 years without completing our holy mission. Every month, every day, every minute that we do not complete this task is a failure. A sacrilegious failure our enemies can and will use to their advantage. All of us here are well versed in battling the forces of evil. Young and old, pious and impious, rich or poor, we're all devoted our lives to keeping the darkness at bay. And yet, after over a decade, what do we have to show for our dedication? Nothing. Now that's hardly fair, Your Eminency. Us exorcists had never been more active since the 15th century. The cycles of the Order of St. Zacchaeus are solicited all over the world to help keep lost souls in check. As have we. So do paranormal investigators, but you don't hear us bragging about it. As for us monster hunters, we regularly... I once beat a dragon to death with a baseball bat! Sorry, I thought we were sharing. Your Eminency, as High Priest of the Order of St. Sebastian, I'd like to suggest you are not a priest, Lady Babel. Your order was never sanctified by the Church or this council. Yes, I realize a woman attaining priesthood is a hard pill to swallow, but however unorthodox, my orientation was validated by Grand Master Biosm himself. And if he were here, he certainly would agree that this assembly has never given into idleness. We've all dedicated our best efforts to the holy task over the years. And if our mission remains unaccomplished, it means that some of our best aren't good enough. It appears to me that, although many of us are indistinguishably worthy of this endeavor, others are rank amateurs outfitted to sit by our sides. Hey, sit down, she doesn't mean you. Oh, I'm talking, of course, about the pretenders. The ones whose ignorance burdens us all. The one constantly checking their phones during our meetings. The ones like Dr. Albert von Belsing. What? That's preposterous. What is? Whatever you just said. Then prove me wrong. Tell us your latest contribution, Doctor. Well, I am currently... that is to say, I'm investigating a lead on the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Wrath. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse is such a bloody mouthful. Plus, I've yet to see them ride on horseback. Maybe I should change it to something else. How about Harbingers of Doom, Forerunners of the End Times? Yeah, it doesn't exactly roll off the tongue either. Never mind, I'll just stick with the... Oh, I'm here. Okay, Angie. Time to learn some mythical secrets. Wait, what am I doing? This is crazy. These are ancient supernatural beings. They'll see right through me eventually. I mean, they seemed pretty harmless last time, but if they really are who they say they are, this is courting disaster. But they don't kill. They made a promise or something. And if they are who they say they are, it's all worth the risk. Besides, this is what real journalists do, don't they? Take risks, put their lives on the line. You're not going to walk away from this chance, like that, over hypotheticals. Is she still out there? I can sense her inner conflict about a block away. I think she'll give up and turn back on us. She should, but no. Her ambition is clouding her judgment. It's only a matter of time before her ego takes over. Oh really? Care to wager? No. Thank God humans aren't as non-competitive as you are. I would have had to retire centuries ago. Just show her in when she's done. Shouldn't be much longer. I got this. I need this. It's all gonna be worth it in the end. I'm not scared. Well, I'll be. Guess it's a good thing I didn't bet. Still took you long enough. Were you guys just waiting on me? Of course. What else are we gonna do all day? Von Belsing. Dr. Van Belsing, wait up. Do you remember me? We worked on the case together last year. The undead fellow back in America. Ah, yes. I mean that Maxwell, was it? It's Matthew, actually. Priest Matthew. I didn't know you were part of the Secret Council. I have been for some years. I just can't always afford the time to be present. Or the plane ticket. So they tell me you've had a lead on the 4 Horsemen. Is that true? Possibly, yes. How exciting. Where is it? A small town in England. I'm on my way there now. Do you request any assistance? No need. I work better alone. Are you sure? Because They already assigned me to your case. Said it what? I'm sorry, I didn't get a say in the matter. They ordered me to escort you and report to them throughout the mission. For your information, I do not need a chaperone. Of course not, I know how to deal with monsters. I know what the Holy Mission is. Wait, you know what the Holy Mission is? Well, I am still a bit fuzzy on the details. You actually don't know what the Holy Mission is? Shh, not so loud. Like I said, I missed a few meetings. I see. Well, better start at the beginning then. Right. About 10 years ago, the church got a report of a new virgin birth somewhere in Asia. Emissaries were dispatched in haste, but by the time they arrived, the child vanished. Was it him? The second coming? At first, that's what we thought. But as we searched for the child, we found that the mother had died in childbirth, and that she was only 6 years old. In addition, the birth occurred in 2006. June 2006. The 6th of June 2006. Ah, I see. The child is a Gemini. No, that's not... You're missing the point here. So the Holy Mission is to find the child? That's disappointing. Well, finding him is only the first step. If he is who we think he is, we must... Excuse me, but do you know where you're going? What? I was following you this whole time. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it there. I'm on hour 6 of editing. There's still over an hour of footage left. That's not including the part 2 of the story, and that's not including the other 4 horsemen, just the main dialogue. So sorry if this feels like a cop-out, but it's not cutting into my sleep, and I need to take that to at least try and get some semblance of sanity back. On the plus side, all the other recordings are already done, so it'll be much easier to do the remaining part of it. And that about does it for this video. If you have any other ideas like seeing made to a video, then please post it down in the comments below, and we'll add it to our next viewer request week.
It's now time for the part of the show where we ask you to help us appease the YouTube algorithm by dropping a like, share, or comment. It helps out much more than you'd think.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, then it's very much appreciated. And if you'd like to support this channel, then please visit our Patreon. Link will be down in the description below. Even if you can't give a lot, every little bit helps. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Anyway, I'm Runia.
And I'm Ada.
Remind you to take life in moderation.
Weep not, poor children, for life is this way, murdering beauty and passion. Hush now, dear children, it must be this way, to weary of life and deceptions. Rest now, my children.